All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His only begotten Son. Call Alayhim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, Ari Double Honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Room Teach Well, Wa Barakathum to the hopeful elect. This is going to be a quick hit before Jake starts slaving. And the scriptures say, that there's woe is a prophecy, man. These wars, rumors of wars. All right, it says Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. And when you go into Revelation, the 9th chapter, it describes that World War One. They had the dog fighters, and it describes weaponry they had in World War II. You see, they started getting they started getting closer to what we have now, which is the ICBM nuclear warheads. They had the atomic bombs back then. All right. So now they've advanced to the nuclear bombs, which nuclear bombs are way more powerful. And an atomic bomb was powerful enough to destroy a whole city. You see, but this nuke can destroy some of the largest states here in America. Like Texas, one nuke could just wipe all that out. ICBM, and that's what type of weaponry that they have, right? And this is biblical prophecy that they will be using these type of weapons. And also that in the midst of this war, the Lord is going to return back and end the war, because everybody's going to come and start turning and fighting against the Lord, right? But this is all prophecy at the end of the day. And we seeing, Trump, he been attacking with Iran and that whole area and that whole region with the little hats for years. And that's going to continue to happen because they want to take control over the Holy Land. You see, that land of Canaan, that's what the fight is about. But really that belongs to the Israelites, the Lord's people, who's going to obtain that land. Right, but they've been fighting over it for a while. You see, so they want control over that region because that's a very powerful land. That land is has a lot of hill. It has a lot of hill around it. Very it just that like everything about it. The agriculture, it's good. It's a great land to have. That's why the Lord blessed that land and gave it to Abraham and his servants, which descends to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? But that's what they're fighting over. They want to have control over that region and that land. Okay? And the Lord is going to give that to his people. You see? The Lord is going to give that to these heathen nations, but they're going to continue to keep fighting for it and fighting over it. You see, that's why we have precepts like this. But we're still in the beginning stages, but it's starting to come out of the beginning stages when they start, as this technology for the MOTB gets mandated, they're going to stop playing around and actually bring out the real weapons. Some shit that'll really fuck some stuff up. Okay? This Matthew 24 and verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And that's where we are right now, these proxy wars. All this stuff right here. But once that MOTB gets mandated, they're going to start bringing in the Lord going to put in a spirit to start shooting some real weapons. They real powerful, dominant weapons. All right. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes. Okay. And in diverse places, right? That's the beginning of sorrows. And we're seeing all those things happen. New plague. You see? Talking about that HV, that H, you know what? That's really a side effect from the C19 stab. All right. This is all prophecy at the end of the day, man. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to ramp up. It's not going to get easier. It's only going to get more hell, more tough. Okay. As this war ramps up fully. But we understand that all these nations being gathered together, they're going to try and fight against the Lord. Ain't no nation gonna rise up in power at next. Okay, that's what a lot of people, these nations think. This is Joel chapter 9. Joel chapter 3. I'm gonna start at like verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, all the nations, man. Don't try and fight against the Lord. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. That's what we've been seeing. Nations that weren't known as being like having a high military, they're starting to rise up and be ready to fight. Okay. It says, assemble yourselves together and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Shai, right? So causing the, everybody to come and be gathered together. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. There will I sit to judge all the heathen round about, right? So they're going to come and try and fight against the Lord. That's the war of Armageddon, okay? When the chariots are going to burn and beam their ass up, okay? And then Yahweh Shai is going to deliver his elect and he's going to destroy these heathen nations. But they're going to try and fight against the Lord. You see, but that's the end of this war. That's how the war is going to end, not one of these nations rising up. But that's the point I wanted to go into, in this quick little video. Lord willing, this lesson edified, it gave some exhortation. I like to end it all by saying, call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, the Bars to the Apostles and Elders, Ray Millstone, Room Teach World. Next time, come my Shalom.